Okay, guys, hi. I did not prepare any sort of content for today, so what I'll do is answer one of the questions from the subscribers. This question was posted on, I think it was my video on how to drop imaginal acts and live in a non-reactive state. And the comment comes from Srini, and he says, so what happens if I reacted badly to my undesirable current reality many times over? How do I fix it? So this is basically a situation where you are in a current situation and it is undesirable and you are constantly reacting badly to it. You're getting pissed off, you're getting mad, it's just really bothering you. So this situation that you find yourself in, maybe it's being surrounded by negative people, maybe it is being in a negative financial situation, or living in a place that you don't want to be living in, or your business is suffering or failing or something like that. So it could be any type of situation. If you do find yourself in a situation that you don't want to be in, there's really no point in trying to use force or there's no point in trying to use force to try to change your outer situation, because you haven't changed what's fundamentally important, which is your way of being. Okay, you may successfully change that outer situation temporarily, but if you haven't changed what's fundamentally important, which is your way of being, your way of approaching life, your way of viewing life, your beliefs, your assumptions, if you don't change those things, then you're always going to be producing similar situations. When you find yourself in a situation that is undesirable, the first thing that you should do is turn inwardly. You can actually use your negative physical reality or external situations to your advantage. And the way that you do that is by whenever you're confronted with something that you dislike or something that is undesirable, you turn inwardly into your imagination and you imagine how you would ideally like that situation to be. Because you have to realize that we live in a universe that is based off polarities, okay? If there is a bad, there has to inherently be a good. If there's a good, there's a bad. If there's a positive, there's a negative. So you have to understand that if you're finding yourself in what you would call a negative situation, you should immediately define what a positive situation looks like. And you have to do that by turning inwardly, going into your imagination. So this is how you turn your negative physical reality into your advantage, okay? Because from now on, whenever you're going throughout your day or whenever you're going throughout your life, when you are confronted with something that is negative, that you don't like, that you dislike, the first thing that you should do is turn inwardly and ask yourself, how would I ideally like this situation to be? And that's when you start to use your imagination. Once you can definitely paint that picture of how you would ideally like your external situation to be, now you have planted in your subconscious the ideal reality that you would like to enter. And you will subconsciously activate that reality. My third point of advice would be, don't be dependent on anything externally. Okay, don't be dependent on certain circumstances aligning in a certain way in order for you to be happy or in order for you to feel like you're wealthy. Be dependent on no thing, okay? And realize that you are the source of your wealth, your abundance, your happiness, your joy, everything that's good in your life. You are the source of all of that. And by activating certain states within yourself, you then can alter your external situation. But never look outside of yourself and say, hey, I have to change that first in order for myself to be happy. Instead, turn inwardly towards yourself and realize that you're the source of all the stuff that's good in your life, okay? So you have to change your way of being instead of always trying to focus on changing your external reality. And my last piece of advice would be to utilize the power of stillness. When we become very still, we open ourselves up to the possibilities, the infinite possibilities that are available to us at any given moment. When we're going through our day-to-day lives, running around, doing work, always consuming content on our smartphones, or consuming media on the television, or, nowadays with the smartphones, we can always be consumed by some sort of content or information or media, even when we first wake up or before we go to bed. So it's very important to set aside times for stillness. And these are times of the day that you block out, maybe just 10 minutes in the morning or 10 minutes before you go to bed, where you have no distractions, you have no technology, you have nothing, and you're able to turn inwardly, almost in a sort of meditative state, and just be still. Be still. And you'll find that when you become still, answers start to come to you, visions start to come to you, insights begin to come to you. And this is a very powerful, it's almost like a superpower that you can call upon, having this ability to become still, which a lot of people surprisingly don't exercise. Just some practical advice is set aside 10 minutes in the morning or 10 minutes before you go to bed, maybe both, where you can just be very still, just sit still in a chair in your bed and basically don't do anything. Don't do anything, sit there, relax your body completely, relax your mind, and just sit in stillness, and you'll see that there are so many possibilities that begin to reveal themselves to you. So that basically wraps up my advice on how to deal with a negative external situation. Just to recap, there's no point in trying to change your external outer reality without first changing your way of being, because your way of being determines the external situations that you find yourself in. Use your negative physical current reality to your advantage whenever you are confronted with something that you believe is negative. Instead, turn inwardly when you're confronted with that thing and go into your imagination and ask yourself, how would I ideally like this situation to be? And become very clear and definite on what that situation would look like. Don't be dependent on anything. Be dependent on no thing. And realize that you are the source of all that's good in the world. Realize that you are the source of love, happiness, abundance, all of that. You are the source of it, not anything else in the world. And finally, use stillness to your advantage. Okay, block out some time for stillness in the morning or at night, and also practice having inner stillness when you go do things in your day, when you go to work or school or whatever it is. Just practice having inner stillness in whatever situation that you find yourself in. And that will allow you to not be so reactive to things that happen in your life. That's basically my quick recap and my quick answers to the question. I hope that helped. If you guys have any questions or suggestions for videos that you want me to make, please share them in the comments below. If you don't have any questions or suggestions, then my videos are just going to be me ranting about random things, which I have no problem doing. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification. Hit the like button if you like this video, and share this video with someone that might benefit from watching it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace for now.